Hey guys, I'm Steff and welcome back to my beauty stash. Today we are going to be reviewing and wear testing a new stick foundation from Lancome Cosmetics. I picked up the brand new Tint Idole Ultra Wear 5-in-1 foundation stick, and I picked up the shade 140, is it 140? And 140 Ivory Neutral. There are 22 shades available in the stick foundation on the Sephora website, and it does retail for $43. So this is what the component looks like. Nice sleek black tube, of course, with the flower, the rose there on the top, and then on this side, on the opposite end, you have this little kabuki brush. Has a point to it. You'll see me demonstrate this in day one of me applying the stick foundation. And then over here on the other end, you have the actual product. Now this product, I want to say you get 0.33 ounces or 9.5 grams of product. Again, I picked up the shade 140 Ivory Neutral, and I'm going to just swatch it back here on my hand, so you can see it there. It actually is a really good shade match for me. Now I also have the liquid version of this foundation and I use the exact same shade. So I'm gonna give this one a quick shake. This is actually, guys, one of my favorite foundations. It's such a long wearing foundation. It really looks beautiful on the skin. I can for sure get 12 good hours out of this foundation. And to me, I think the liquid looks obviously a little bit lighter, but I want to say, if I remember correctly, because it's been a little while that I don't wear this one, it does oxidize some. So it eventually looks like the stick foundation. But guys, once you spread out the stick foundation, and I'm just going to kind of spread it out there, you see it really goes nicely with my skin tone. And then the liquid, you can kind of see it's already oxidizing just a little bit, but I'm just going to swirl it back here on my hand. But yeah, there's definitely a color difference there. But I do know both have worked out really well on my skin tone. It's not like a noticeable difference, or it doesn't look like something is mismatched. They both, even though they're the same shade but look a little bit different, they both seem to mesh really well with my skin tone. So I'm already a huge fan of this one. So that's why I wanted to try the stick foundation out. Stick foundations are just typically faster and easier to apply. So you're going to see me do this using the brush, using one of my regular foundation brushes, as well as a sponge. So in this video, you're going to see me wearing this new stick foundation for 2 days. In day one, I will be wearing it without a primer, setting powder, or setting spray. And day two, which is today, I actually just got done doing my base makeup. I am wearing it with everything, and I'll be doing an eye look later in the day for an upcoming video. And actually both eye looks that you're going to see in today's video will be on my channel probably before this video goes up. So you're definitely going to want to stay tuned for that, because it is using the new BH Cosmetics Lunar New Year eyeshadow palette. So really, really nice palette to work with. But let's get into deets on this new stick foundation from Lancome, and then I will take you to day one where we begin applying this new beauty. Now, before we begin today's wear test and review of this new Lancome stick foundation, I want to give you guys a quick background on my skin. I am 38 years old. I have normal to oily skin, oily primarily in my T-zone. Foundation tends to break up on me and show its signs of wear right in this area. So I'll know how well a foundation is doing based on this area, and also right here, right under my eye area. Sometimes makeup just tends to cake up almost instantaneously. Some of my main concerns are my large visible pores and the fine lines under my eyes. So if you guys want to see this new Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Wear 5-in-1 foundation stick in action, keep on watching. The new Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Wear 5-in-1 Foundation Stick is a full coverage, oil-free, transfer-resistant foundation stick with a built-in kabuki brush, up to 24 hours of wear time, and a natural finish. This 5-in-1 on-the-go foundation has a built-in kabuki brush to conceal, contour, cover, highlight, and blend. Available in a wide variety of shades to complement every complexion, the lightweight, silky formula applies seamlessly and blends effortlessly with a natural-looking matte finish and a second skin feel. There are 22 shades of this foundation available on the Sephora website, and it does retail for $43. So let's jump into this new one from Lancome. Once again, I'm in the shade 140 Ivory N. I don't know that this is going to be my shade. I have not gone outside to swatch it yet. Today, I am not going to wear this with primer or powder. I am going to do some concealer under my eye area. And I may or may not go in with maybe like a cream blush and bronzer lightly. I do have to film another video today, so not too sure. For sure, I'm gonna do my eyes, and we're gonna be trying out the new mascara too that I picked up from Lancome. I picked up the small size. This is the Idol Lash mascara from Lancome. So let me do, this comes with a brush, like I showed you guys in the beginning. So, yeah, and this is all the brush, that's the extent of the brush. It doesn't go up or down or anything. So, I mean, I guess we'll try it. Oh yeah, that looks like it's going to be a good shade match for me. I usually use a brush when I use a stick foundation. But I don't know that I would continue to use the brush that it comes with. I mean, I think it's convenient, like if for travel. I mean, not that we're going a lot of places, but I don't feel like I can swirl because it's so pointed. I don't like using this brush, so I think I'm gonna put it down, and I'm gonna go in with a brush that I know I enjoy using, and let me make sure that it's clean. All right, so this is my Heavenly Luxe number 7 brush from IT Cosmetics. This does say it's going to provide full coverage with a matte finish, and I do like the coverage and I like the shade. So there we can see no foundation, new Lancome stick foundation. I have a damp beauty sponge here in front of me as well. I think, where's my damp beauty sponge? All right, so I'm going to try the beauty sponge on this side. So it's applying really well, although I think I do prefer it with a brush, and then at the end just go over it with the damp makeup sponge just to make sure that everything is pressed in nicely. Let's see. I'm gonna try and just build it up a little bit more, like right here. That's usually the area that I tend to build up foundation. I'm just gonna use the brush. Yeah, that builds up nicely. I like it. Easy to apply, as are all stick foundations. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of the Lancome concealer. This is the Maquicomplet in the shade 110 Ivory. I don't feel like this concealer provides a lot of coverage, but I know a lot of people like it. All right, so this is the new Lancome stick foundation. What do you guys think? I might end up going in with some powder just under my eye area to set the concealer, but maybe not just yet. I'm gonna let this kind of sit for a minute. I think it's laying really nicely on the skin. I like the coverage, I like the finish. It says it's a matte finish, but I don't feel like it's too mattifying, you know? There's still like a nice natural kind of finish to the skin, and that's what I really like. So we're going to be giving this a good 10 hours today. I will be back probably in about 5 hours to give you guys the midpoint check-in, and then of course a final look of the day later on. So I hope whatever you guys are doing, you're having fun, you're staying safe, and we will talk in a bit. Hey guys, so this is my 5-hour check-in with the new Lancome stick foundation. What is Tint Idol Ultra Wear? It's like a 4-in-1 or 5-in-1 foundation stick. And again, I'm in the shade 140 Ivory. This is what my skin is looking like. And yes, the eye look is probably overshadowing the foundation right now. But I filmed this look earlier during my lunch break for my BH Cosmetics Lunar New Year video tutorial and review. So you guys will see that. You guys will see that video probably before you see this one. So stay tuned. But this is what my skin is looking like. I think it looks fine. I think it looks good. I don't feel like it's extremely matte. And I said that during application. I feel like it's a nice bordering on natural finish. It's like a semi-matte finish, I guess you could say. But it seems to be laying really well on my skin. I added just a little bit of bronzer on my cheeks, and I used the Bobbi Brown, what is this? The bronzing brick, the shadow shimmer brick compact, and this is the shade bronze. And of course I did my eye makeup, and that's it. No primer, no powder. I didn't even put powder under my eyes either. So this is how the skin is looking. No setting spray either. I think it looks good. I feel fine. 5 hours later, I'm happy with the way my skin looks, but we're going for 10 hours today, so I will be back at the end of the day to give you a final look for day 1 of this new Lancome Stick Foundation Wear Test. Hey guys, this is my 10-hour check-in with this new Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Wear 4-in-1 or 5-in-1 foundation stick. Anyway, this is what my skin is looking like. Keep in mind, guys, this is without primer, powder, setting spray, none of that. No touch-ups either. And I did have a mask on for about half an hour. It was a little bit after my midday check-in. My forehead looks great. Maybe a little bit of shininess, but not really. It's a fresh look. It's like a natural look. And the ring light here kind of makes it, look a little bit shiny, but it's not. The forehead is intact. It looks great. Right here on the sides of my face, did not lose coverage at all. The makeup I placed on top of it wore pretty well. The only place, and this is, what I always say, it's just this area right here, guys. This is the part that always breaks down on me. It shows its signs of wear, and this foundation, again, is no different. A little bit on my nose, too, kind of like a little bit of a breaking up right here, but not that bad. For no touch-ups throughout the day, I think it held up pretty well. I'm not excessively oily, so it did a good job of just keeping my oil away, and I don't want to say it kept me matte either. I felt it was more of like maybe a semi-matte or like bordering on like a natural finish, and I loved it. I loved how easy it was to apply, although I will not be using the brush again. I'd rather just use my own and then a beauty blender just to pat everything out. But good coverage, and you can even build it up the way I did in this area right here. Just really quick and easy, and that's what I love about foundation sticks. I am a big fan of the liquid version of this foundation. It is one of my favorites, and I have that one. I love it. So this is definitely one I wanted to try for you guys and see if it was going to wear pretty much the same. I think the liquid one just wears a little bit better than this one does. But overall, guys, I'm happy with the way it looks. It didn't really settle into any fine lines. Now that it's been 10 hours, yeah, it's kind of, settling into my pores right here. But I mean, it took a good 10 hours to do that. I would say around the 8 to 9 hour mark is where I could really see, it breaking down, signs of wear. But I don't think it's pretty bad with no touch-ups and primer. The coverage stayed intact, and I'm pretty pleased with the way it looks. But we got to do another day tomorrow with a full face. The primer, the setting powder, the concealer, the whole works, guys. And if you're still curious about this eye look, it will be up before this foundation video goes up. At least that's what I'm planning. So I will check in with you all in the morning. Not too sure if I'm gonna be able to film that application, but I will most definitely check in at least an hour after I apply the foundation. and let you guys know what I'm using and how it's looking. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, I wanted to quickly show you the Lancome Idol Lash Mascara. This is the mini size, and I just did this eye look. Let me curl my lashes. Well, you know what? I'm going to curl this one, and then I won't curl this one, and we'll see how the mascara does. I am going to put on false lashes, but I wanted to show you before I did that. That is what the wand looks like. So it's that plastic applicator, and it does have a curve there. So that tells me that this should be curling my lashes without me having to do it, but we'll find out. So there it is. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed right now, and I tried this yesterday before I applied my lashes, and it was like, I mean, look, it's just not doing anything for my lashes. And that's because Lancome just always gets it right for me with mascara, but I don't think this one. Let me see. Let's try this eye. I did not curl my lashes on this eye. Kind of feel like this side looks better, the uncurled one. What do you guys think? Let me go in with the second coat over here. Yeah, I don't feel like it's separating them. Look at that. Yeah, this one's not gonna be a winner for me. I have my Essence mascaras. I have that new Maybelline Sky High mascara. Oh my god. Those are good ones. But this one just... I definitely have better Lancome mascaras in my stash, so I'm gonna say it's a pass for this one. Hey guys, it's been a little over 5 hours that I've applied the new Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear 5-in-1 Stick Foundation. This is what the skin is looking like. I do definitely have a glow going on, but keep in mind that's mainly because of like the highlighter that I have on and stuff like that. It's not necessarily coming from the foundation itself. But I will say that for primer, I went in with the Urban Decay All Nighter. This is the Ultra Glow Primer. This is a beautiful primer if you want a nice glow radiance to your skin. It's clear. It's like a jelly-like consistency. It does have a little bit of tackiness to it, so it can grip that makeup. I've really been enjoying this one. For concealer, I went in with the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer. And for setting powder, just in my T-zone and under my eye areas, I went in with the Flower, what is it? Flower Better Not Bitter loose setting powder from Beauty Bakery. And then I set, once I was done with all my makeup, I went in with this new one from Makeup Revolution. And this is their Super Fix Super Hold Misting Spray. It says it's going to provide an ultra matte finish, which it doesn't provide an ultra matte finish. It says it has aloe and vitamin E. I've worn this already like 3 different times, and I do like the way it sprays on. It's a nice fine mister, but it doesn't leave your skin ultra matte. I mean, clearly we are not ultra matte. And to be honest, I don't even think I'm getting like a real matte finish out of this foundation stick, and that is fine with me. It seems to be wearing really well, which I can absolutely 100% appreciate, and I wouldn't expect anything less from Lancome. They've always, you know, produced really good makeup, especially like foundation. So this is how the skin looks. I am happy. I have no issues. It feels good. It feels really lightweight on the skin while still giving me amazing coverage. And just look at this glow I got going on. I am loving the way my skin looks. I have 0 complaints about this foundation stick, and I will give you guys my final thoughts in about another 5 hours. We'll conclude this 2-day, 10-hour wear test per day of this new stick foundation from Lancome. So definitely stay tuned. All right, guys, this is the 10-hour 2-day check-in of the new stick foundation from Lancome Cosmetics.
And this is what my skin is looking like. A little more dewy from yesterday, but I think that's because of the products that I used, both the primer and the setting spray, and then, you know, the highlighter that I have going on. I wouldn't say that I'm like excessively oily or that this foundation caused me to get oily or anything like that, because I definitely don't think it did. So if you are of a normal to oily skin type like me, I think you're going to find that you can get by with and without setting this foundation. Now, I will say that today I noticed it settled a little bit into the smile line where a lot of foundations tend to settle on me, and it didn't really do that yesterday. So I'm thinking maybe it was the setting powder today, and I think it wore slightly better today than it did yesterday, but then again, not a big difference. So I think it's just going to depend on your personal preference, whether you want to go in with a powder, whether you even want to go in with a primer when you use this foundation stick. But I think the coverage is fantastic. I think the wear is great. You're going to get a good 10 hours of wear out of this one. And I think it looks nice. Like, I didn't lose coverage throughout the day. My forehead still looks fantastic. It's just like in this area that it's showing its signs of wear, and I think it showed more so yesterday than it did today. I think today's just doing a little bit better, and especially on my nose. On my nose, I had a little bit of breakage yesterday, but that could have been because I did wear a mask yesterday and I haven't worn one today. So I don't know. There's a lot of different contributing factors as to how our foundation looks from one day to another. It's just going to depend on you and your skin type and your preference for makeup application. And a lot of it, guys, is just trial and error. What works for me might not always work for you. But I like to do these 2-day wear tests. And I think this is what I'm going to start doing from now on with my foundation reviews. That way you can see, you know, what it's going to look like from one day to the next. Because, you know, you've seen it in the past videos. There's a foundation that looks great one day and then it's a hot mess the next day, and you know, that's just the way it goes sometimes with makeup. But overall, I am very happy with it. If you want me to choose which one I prefer as far as longevity and coverage go, I think I'm still gonna stick with the liquid, but they're both equally nice. Like, I just think you get a smidge better coverage and longevity with the liquid versus the new stick foundation. But if you don't have a lot of time to put on your makeup in the morning, get this one. Get yourself a foundation brush, because you don't want to use the one that comes on this one, and you'll be out the door in minutes. And you can even use this as a concealer, because it did do a pretty good job of just like concealing the slight dark circles that I have under my eye area. But I mean, it paired nicely with the 2 different concealers that I wore with it these last 2 days. So I'm happy with it. I'm happy with my purchase. I am definitely, if I ever get to travel again, would consider absolutely bringing this with me on vacation, because it's just quick, simple, and you're out the door with good coverage and a good solid foundation from Lancome Cosmetics. Leave me your comments down below, guys. What did you think of this foundation review and wear test? Is it something that you're going to put on your list? Which foundation is your current favorite right now? Maybe it's one of the Lancome ones. Definitely leave it in the comments down below and let me know which foundation you want me to try next. I think there's a new Marc Jacobs one coming out, so you know I'm going to be on top of that one. So guys, I want to thank you all so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink that water, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.